Good evening everyone, and welcome to tonight's edition of Who Wants to Give Away £1 Million. On last night's show, Evelyn from Glasgow successfully answered 12 of the 15 questions and is now only 3 questions away from being able to give away £1 million. So let's meet Evelyn.
Hello, I'm Evelyn McDonald. I'm the CEO of Scottish Edge, and we deliver the biggest business funding competition in the UK. In my spare time, I like to read, cook, do yoga and go dancing.
So Evelyn, are you ready to go?
I'm ready to go, Stephen.
Okay, so Evelyn, this is question 13 of 15, and this question gives you the chance to give away £75,000 in the Wildcard Edge category. So here's question 13. Round 17 of Scottish Edge saw a record-breaking number of applications being received for a standard round of the competition. But how many applications were submitted in total? Was it A, 300, B, 305, C, 310, or D, 315?
Oh, Stephen, I think I know the answer to this, but I'm not 100% sure. So is it okay with you if I use my Ask the Team lifeline?
Of course it is, Evelyn. So just in a moment, we'll connect you with your team and you'll have the chance to ask them the question and get their help. So Evelyn, just over to you when you're ready.
Okay, thanks, Stephen. Guys, I wonder if you can help me out. I'm not 100% sure of the answer to the £75,000 wildcard edge question. How many applications did we receive in round 17? Can you tell me the answer, please?
Right, team, listen up. Evelyn needs our help. Can any of you remember how many applications we received for round 17?
I can't quite remember the exact number, but I think it was just over the 300 mark.
I don't have a clue. I just remember that there were loads and it was the most we've ever received.
Was it not like 302 or something? That rings a bell.
Jack, mate, that's not even one of the options.
Or, I don't know then, no idea.
I'm pretty sure it was 305.
Well, listen team, we're going to have to just hold up your answers please, if you don't mind, for Evelyn. We're running out of time.
So Evelyn, not sure how helpful that was?
No, it was helpful, Stephen. Ken and Richard are usually really reliable, even though Richard got his number upside down. So I am going to go with B, 305. Final answer, Stephen.
Evelyn, you were right to go with Ken and Richard. That's the correct answer. Well done. And that's you now won £75,000 to give away in the wildcard category.
I'm pretty sure the wildcard edge winners will be hugely relieved about that.
So Evelyn, do you want to play on and go for the next question, or do you want to stick at the 75,000 you've got already?
I think we should keep on going, Stephen.
Okay Evelyn, so this is question 14, and this is for a chance to give away another 75,000 in the young age category. So question 14. Tonight's awards ceremony will see part 2 of Sir Tom Hunter's conversation with which successful entrepreneur? Is it A, Max Melting of the Hot Group, B, Mark Mouldy of the Hit Group, C, Matt Moulding of the Hut Group, or D, Martin Matting of the Hat Group?
Well, Stephen, I'm delighted to say I know the answer to this one. It's definitely C, Matt Moulding of the Hut Group.
Brilliant, Evelyn, well done, that's correct. Thank you for that one. So Evelyn, you've just won another 75,000 to give away, this time in the young age category. Well done.
Excellent.
So you're now only one question away from being able to give away the £1 million jackpot. So you want to play on, and how are the nerves holding up?
Well, I'm pretty nervous and I'm hoping I get a bit of luck with the last question, but I think we should keep on going, Stephen. Let's go for it.
Okay, Evan, so this is your final question and for the chance to give away that £1 million jackpot. So here's question 15. Across tonight's awards ceremony, How much total prize money will be given away to support Scotland's up-and-coming entrepreneurial talent? Is it A, £1 million, B, £1,100,000, C, £1,150,000, or D, £1,175,000?
Oh, Stephen, that's a hard one. I'm not 100% sure. I think it's either B, £1.1 million, or D, £1,175,000. In fact, can I just repeat that? It's either B, £1.1 million, or D, £1,175,000.
I'm just going to check. I'm not sure if there's some interference in the background, Evelyn. Not sure.
No, I never heard any coughing, Stephen, so I'm definitely going to go with D, £1,175,000. And I'm quite confident about that answer now, actually.
Evelyn, you're right to be confident because that's the right answer. So well done.
Fantastic.
Evelyn, you've just won the chance to give away £1 million. How does that feel?
It feels amazing, Stephen, and you know what's hugely exciting about it is that we know what an impact that's going to make on Scotland's up-and-coming entrepreneurial talent.
So well done again to Evelyn. Massive congratulations. Join us after this short ad break and Edge broadcast by Sir Tom Hunter, and we can come back and see Evelyn give away her £1 million.
We have the edge, and we bring over 100 hand-picked independent caterers and bars to events across Scotland.
We have the edge, and now you can join us in helping tens of thousands of pets achieve health and happiness with a natural diet.
We have the edge, and now we enable people to live a life in tune.
We have the edge, and now we send our Scottish-made underwear all over the world.
Scottish Edge is a competition awarding grants and loans to early-stage businesses with high growth potential. Find out more at scottishedge.com.
We have
The edge.
Have you?
Good evening, everyone, and welcome along to the Scottish Edge Awards ceremony. Scottish Edge is simply a wonderful organisation, and the need for Scottish Edge has never been higher. Coming out of COVID, it will be you, Scotland's entrepreneurs, who will lead the way out of this economic challenge that we're facing. Simply because entrepreneurs are closest to their customers. You're the ones who see the changes first. You're the ones who can put into place strategies so you can grow your business, take on employees, pay your taxes, and make Scotland a great place. And talking about the need for Scottish Edge, this is the most entries we've ever had into a Scottish Edge final. So it does prove that people are out there thinking of starting and growing their businesses. And I'm very grateful when we talk about the Scottish business community and the peer-to-peer support and learning, which is so important. When we were looking for more funding for Scottish Edge to take advantage of all of you guys who are thinking of starting and growing your businesses, it only took 5 phone calls and we raised £1 million of additional funding. So I'm very grateful to Chris van der Kyle and Paddy Burns of Chroma Ventures, James Watt of Brewdog, Kevin Doran of Parsley Box, Sir Brian Suter and Lord Willie Hockey. The Scottish business community has stepped up to support you guys once again, and I really am grateful for that support. And it's not just people putting money in, people are giving their time as well. There's 66 judges involved in this competition, and every one of them gives up their time freely and helps. So this support mechanism, this peer-to-peer, has never been more important. And Scotland, I really believe Scotland leads the world in this. This community, everybody wants you to do well. even people you might be competing against. I've always found in Scottish Edge that everybody, when we used to sit in the audience and applaud the pitches, everybody was rooting for the person up on the stage. So good luck to everyone tonight. I'm also grateful you'll be seeing and hearing from Matt Moulding, the founder of the Hut Group. Matt and I recorded a little conversation, and he made the time during a $1 billion fundraise to share his story with us all. I find it inspiring, and I hope you do too. And I hope there's nuggets from what Matt is saying to help you out there and grow your business. So wishing you a fantastic evening. I'm looking forward to hearing who the winners are. And remember, there are no losers this evening. Even if you don't get there, it's always a not yet. And the brilliant team led by Evelyn and Stephen will give you tips of how you can do it better next time. So over to that brilliant team. Have a great night. We'll see you soon. Over to Evelyn and Stephen.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Scottish Edge Round 17 Awards Ceremony. Frankly, I'm relieved I managed to get all those questions right, or it would have been a very short event. We've just heard some inspiring and kind words from Sir Tom, and as always, we're hugely grateful for your brilliant support of Scottish Edge. And we'll hear more from Sir Tom later in the much anticipated part 2 of his conversation with Matt Moulding of the Hut Group. Also keeping on the theme of Sir Tom, many of you will have seen the recent fantastic news regarding the £1 million funding boost from a group of Scotland's top entrepreneurs to further boost the Scottish Edge competition and enable us to support more exciting early stage businesses across the next 4 rounds. I'd like to take this opportunity to say a huge thank you to Sir Tom again for leading in this, and a huge thank you to all the pledgers, and also thank you to Ewan Hunter for pulling the funding together in a record-breaking 2 days.
Hi everyone. It was also nice a few minutes ago to see our Scottish Edge advert again, which was broadcast over STV when this application window opened for this round. And it definitely played a big part in making this another record-breaking round for application numbers. Round 17 got underway with 305 applications. To reach this final stage where we can stand here tonight and announce our 29 winners and hand out £1.175 million has taken a lot of hard work, time, effort and commitment. To get to this stage, we've had around 1.5 million words written on application forms, 950 minutes of video pitching content, 20 assessment days, 66 judges involved, and over 3,500 feedback comments given to the early stage businesses. And what a diverse range of applicants we've had for this round, which have ranged from, or given us applicants from Orkney all the way down to Stranraer. We've had the usual array of diverse offerings, ranging from cannabis-infused cosmetics, robots to monitor grain quality, virtual reality tennis coaching, dog drying coats, pies, pakora, snails, mixed reality technology for surgeons and much, much more. It's also been a round where sustainability and environmental impact have been at the forefront of the business vision for many of our applicants. And over the course of this evening, it's also great that you'll hear that many of our winners are doing something impactful and making a difference, either socially or environmentally.
Many of you will have tuned into the main pitching day final, which took place 2 weeks ago, and what a brilliant day that was. Thanks to the tech expertise of the fantastic team here at Metro Production Group, we were able to allow people to sit in the comfort of their own home and listen in to the 19 businesses pitching to our panel of judges. Here's a chance to relive what happened that day.
All right, well, if you can get all that, I'll be happy to help. I just wanted to make sure, that I wasn't going to get humiliated again.
No, we promised none of that, Matthew. So thank you so much for agreeing to do it again.
Matthew, there was just one more thing. It would be really great if you wouldn't mind wearing... What do you think?
I am not a performing monkey for you people. I tell you what, you can all get to...
Good morning and welcome everyone. My name's Matthew Quinn and I'm your host today for the Edge 17 final.
How far will the Edge funding take you?
So the Edge funding will enable us to basically build this industrial scale demonstration plant.
So then, Jack, squadron leader Killer Kane, Hamill, had set course for England.
Matthew,
Fritz.
Matthew, come on, go wide.
Oh, sorry.
So, I mean, how are you going to differentiate what Ice and Fire stands for and does?
So we've gone for bespoke bottles, we've gone for bespoke caps, so we've gone down the environmental route, we've slump tested our bottles. We know we have the integrity there.
That's a really well thought out product, Gareth. You've got a real window of opportunity for growth. I want to make it really clear to everyone watching that Stephen Hamill wrote that joke, not me. It's why Eagle Eye Action Man has got a glazed expression. That's how you do it, you see, Stephen? That is how you do it. Comedy, it's in the bones.
What makes you stand out and what allows you to retain those relationships with the influencers and with the brand.
We operate our two-strand business model, which allows us to access both exclusive talent and onboard large brands at the same time, which keeps our operations completely unbiased.
Simon, Hannah. Simon, yeah, it's Matthew. What are you shouting about? Simon, the favourite judge competition, get over it, okay? It's gone.
So winning Edge allowed us to make the move from the warehouse that we were in previously into one, I think, double the size at the time.
Really, it's really cool to be part of something that's driving entrepreneurialism out of Scotland,
In 2004, you started the Hut Group with John Gallimore. In September 2020, you float on the London Stock Exchange. It's the biggest tech float in London ever.
In setting a business up in what is a very big evolving market, using your own capital is very tricky. We're going to have to change this business model to something different. And the biggest change we did, Tom, was build our own technology immediately.
I tell you what, you can all get to...
Were we supposed to look serious? Stephen and I were laughing. I was looking, ooh.
That was just too good, Matthew.
What a fantastic day the final was, and it was great to hear from 19 early stage entrepreneurs. The final also caught the attention of Scotland's wider business community, as there have been over 1,200 views of the day so far, which we're delighted with. Since Scottish Edge started in 2013, almost 17 million has been awarded in prizes, which have been shared amongst 421 Scottish businesses. The purpose of the Edge Awards is to offer a boost to these early stage businesses and allow them to develop and grow and make a positive contribution to the Scottish economy. We recently captured some impact stats from our past winners, and the impact generated has been incredible. Between them, Scottish Edge winners have so far created 2,598 new Scottish jobs, generated 410 million of turnover, and brought in new investment funding of 280 million. But these numbers don't tell the individual stories, like our Scottish Edge Round 7 winner, Chris McCann of Current Health, the leading enterprise remote care management platform, who recently raised $43 million in Series B financing. Or our Round 6 winner, James Brown of Beer 52, who won Scottish Edge on his third attempt and has now created 79 jobs. Or our Round 11 winners, Caris and Scott McCulloch, who run the biggest online vegan supermarket in the UK and have the biggest vegan fridge in Europe and are hoping to turn over £8 million this year. And then there's Uni, the pizza oven company, who were pleased to let us know last week that they'd created 142 jobs from their headquarters in Bathgate. So let's now add to our list of winners as we start to announce the recipients of some of the £1 million plus prize pot for round 17 of Scottish Edge. Now, all of our 29 winners know that they've been selected as a winner for this round, but to maintain a little element of suspense, none of them know how much they've won yet. So let's get things going with our winners' announcements, and I'll hand over to Stephen to take us through our Wildcard Edge category announcements.
Thanks, Evelyn. The Wildcard category is designed to identify innovative pre-trading businesses and offer funding and support to help them reach the next key milestone on their business development journey. Our winners all presented at the Wildcard Edge final in late April, so they've had quite a while to wait to find out how much they've won. We started off with 159 applicants who were eligible for the Wildcard category and are about to announce our 6 winning businesses. Our plan for Wildcard Edge was to have one top prize winner who would win £15,000 and the other set of winners who would win £10,000. But as always with Scottish Edge, things never work out as planned. So here goes. Our first winner of the night is a business who hail from the University of Strathclyde. They are looking to make a difference to people across the world through their innovative microgrid technologies, which unlock clean energy for use in mainly developing countries. Huge well done goes to Fraser Stewart of Connect Solar, who has won a wildcard award of £10,000. Well done, Fraser. Next up, we have a business who have developed water quality sensors primarily for pesticide detection. Huge congratulations goes to Ross Galanders of Light Water Sensors, who really impressed the final judging panel, but just missed out on being the top prize winner. However, he's been awarded a higher than planned amount of £15,000. Well done, Ross. Our next winners are a group of young entrepreneurs who are developing a novel robotic glove supporting people with hand weakness. Huge congratulations to the team at BioLiberty, who have won a Wildcard Edge award of £10,000. The next winner who impressed our Wildcard Edge final panel is a University of Strathclyde spin-out, who are developing a process to tackle antimicrobial resistance, which enables clinicians to identify in minutes rather than in days the most effective antibiotic to treat patients' infections. Well done to Stuart Hanna of Microplate DX, who has won £15,000, but again it just missed out on that top prize award. The penultimate Wildcard Edge award goes to a business based in Lossiemouth in Moray. This is another highly innovative and exciting business who are developing smart glasses which provide mobility solutions for people suffering from Parkinson's disease. Well done to Scott and the team at Gate AR, who have won £10,000 from Wildcard Edge. One of the things that's most memorable about the Scottish Edge competition is the elation and sometimes shock you see from the winners when they're told the good news. Over the course of tonight, we'll try and bring these moments to life, and let's start by seeing the first group of Wildcard Edge winners before we get to the top prize winner. went overall. So Evelyn, over to you.
Thanks, Stephen. So the reason we asked you today is because I asked you to join the call today is because it gives me great pleasure to let you all know that you are the round 17 Wildcard Edge winners. Congratulations. Thought the best is get you all on the call and let you know, so can I have a wee cheer?
Way!
Well done again to all the winners there. But there's still one more award to announce, and that's for our official Wildcard Edge top prize winner. The top award carries a prize of £15,000, as well as a guaranteed place at a future semi-final of a Scottish Edge category. The Wildcard Edge Top Prize Award for round 17 goes to Theo Health, who are creating an innovative wearable device to track muscle development as people recover from sporting injuries. Huge congratulations goes to Jodie Sinclair of Theo Health, and here's the moment she found out about her success. So obviously, you know, the wildcard category, we've got our sort of winners, and then we've got a top prize winner. So the actual reason for this session is to let you know you were actually picked as the top prize winner in the wildcard.
Hey!
Yeah.
Oh my days! I wasn't expecting that.
So massive congratulations.
Thank you very much.
So how does that feel?
So unexpected. I think it was just kind of the buzz of just kind of being one of the 6 was enough, but it was kind of something that I kind of forgot there was, that the person that kind of came first. But yeah, oh, that's amazing. Yeah.
So to put it into perspective, we started this round with, I think it was 186 applicants were at the pre-trading stage, so therefore eligible for Wildcard Edge. Obviously, you made it to the final 11. You were picked as one of our top 6 winners, and you're actually the top 1 out of the whole 180. So that's a great achievement.
Well done to all the Wildcard Edge winners and to Jodie for winning the top award. What an exciting and innovative batch of businesses that was, and I'm sure we'll see at least 1 or 2 of those 6 coming back and competing in the main Scottish Edge awards in the near future. We're now going to hear from Linda Hanna, Interim CEO of Scottish Enterprise. Scottish Enterprise are a key funder and partner of Scottish Edge and support us in a variety of different ways. Recently, we've created a partnership between Edge and Scottish Enterprise alongside South of Scotland Enterprise to give our winners in round 17 access to a team of specialist advisors who will be helping them with specific projects. So let's hear more about this and the wider elements of support being delivered by Scottish Enterprise.
Good evening everyone, and it's an absolute pleasure to be with you tonight to celebrate the Edge Awards for its 17th round. As I was thinking about tonight, I remembered the very early days of Edge when it was first piloted by Scottish Enterprise almost a decade ago. We delivered 4 rounds of awards at that time, with supporting 50 businesses and almost £2 million worth of funding. And much has changed in the economy since then, but what hasn't changed is the core role that entrepreneurship plays, and it's great to see that during that time Edge has become such a well-established part of the entrepreneurial ecosystem in Scotland today, and that absolutely is testimony to the partners that are involved in that, particularly led by the Hunter Foundation, Royal Bank of Scotland, Scottish Government and many, many other partners, and we're delighted to have played our part in that at Scottish Enterprise. I do firmly believe that strong, innovative, high-growth startups with global potential are fundamental to our future economic growth, and as we emerge from the pandemic, it's never been more important that our ambitious young companies have access to the right funding, the right support, the right advice and the right networks to support their growth ambitions. And Scottish Enterprise remains fully committed to playing our part in providing that funding, support and advice, and working absolutely alongside others and alongside those entrepreneurs themselves to make sure that we do absolutely everything that we can. It's a real privilege to see the businesses supported through Edge go from strength to strength, and indeed it's a big part of what in the work that I do, where I draw inspiration from when I see those businesses grow from strength to strength, and we see many of the lessons that part of that growth journey can take to other businesses. Companies like remote healthcare monitoring technology firm Current Health, used to be known as Snap 40. Scottish Enterprise has worked with Current Health through the advisory support that we provide, and we couldn't be more delighted to see them continue to grow both here in Scotland and now overseas with a footprint in London and San Francisco. And Current Health is just a great example of a business born in Scotland, but is born digital, is born global, and has huge international ambitions which we are delighted to support. More recently, companies like Industrial Nature, MyAlgae and Clean Water Wave, all companies with huge growth potential going hand in hand with a strong commitment to environmental sustainability. These are great companies that are modern, that are truly harnessing the net zero economic opportunity and bringing together that environmental and economic potential to grow really solid growth businesses. Industrial Nature is revolutionising the world of construction insulation using natural fibres. MyAlgae is recycling byproducts from food and drink production to grow nutritious omega-3 microalgae, and Social Enterprise Clean Water Wave is working hard to realise its ambition to bring clean water to 10 million people in 10 years with their off-grid, flexible and cost-effective water filter system. And as the world turns its attention to COP26 in Glasgow, these businesses and many, many others have a fantastic opportunity to really help showcase what Scotland is all about, our ambitions for the environment, our ambitions to build businesses that strongly take that entrepreneurship focus to the world. And as big as Net Zero is, and it's really big, it isn't the only show in town, and tonight's awards are testament to the fact that Scottish entrepreneurs are at the forefront of many, many economic opportunities of the future. For example, health, digital, as well as net zero. And it's clear to see that how Scottish businesses are stepping up, putting their ingenuity, their talent, their determination, their grit to work to build sustainable solutions, to tackle global problems, and at the same time build really successful businesses. Congratulations to everyone in the Edge team for the continued success of Edge, supporting entrepreneurs, working with partners, and congratulations to the many, many finalists today. It's your stories that we will be talking about in the years to come. Good luck, everyone.
Some great and insightful words there from Linda. Thanks again to everyone at Scottish Enterprise just for the support right from day one of the Scottish Edge competition. We know you've made a big difference to helping get the competition off the ground and continuing that support. So, time to move on. Our Scottish Edge winners have spent the past 2 weeks celebrating, but there's also been some nail biting going on because they don't know how much they've won as yet. So I'm going to now hand over to Evelyn to take us through the first couple of Scottish Edge awards in the Scottish Edge category. Over to you, Evelyn.
Thank you, Stephen. So our first Scottish Edge category winner of this evening is a young entrepreneur who holds the title of the youngest ever Edge winner when he won a Young Edge Award aged 18 back in 2019. He's now adding to that accolade with a main category award for his influencer marketing agency, which manages high-profile social influencers. Huge congratulations to Sue Amin of Salderson Media, who's been awarded £60,000, the full amount that he applied for. Well done. Next up, we have an exciting tech business from Aberdeen, whose business was developed on the back of the co-founders' challenges with food allergies. They've now developed an app which provides food allergen details, which is getting strong attention from users and some big names in the retail, supermarket and hospitality sectors. I'm delighted to award Barry and Louise of Liberate a Scottish Edge Award of £35,000. Well done, Barry and Louise. Now, everyone likes a bit of chocolate, except for the strange man standing next to me who claims he doesn't eat chocolate. And the next business are a big favourite of mine. They take the quality of chocolate to another level with their premium handcrafted single origin chocolate and delicious hot chocolate, which is to die for. It gives me great pleasure to announce that Lara and Cameron of Bare Bones Chocolate have won a Scottish Edge Award of £50,000. Now it's now time for a little montage showcasing the moment when the winners found out that they had won.
So how did you feel it went?
I thought it went all right, yeah.
Good.
I mean, I don't really know what I always come out of it and think it seemed to go well, but I mean, like at the end of the day, everyone who's at that stage is going to be pitching well and answering well. So like as confident as you can feel, everyone else is like really good as well. So like I can't really know, you know what I mean?
Sure, yeah. Well, I mean, it was a good day, very competitive final. So I think, you know, the judges had a lot to deliberate at the end of the day, and you know, as always, there's some people who, you know, it's not going to be their turn this time around. But I'm delighted to tell you that you've been selected for a Scottish Edge Award.
See when you started saying, I got so worried there when you were like, there's some people that aren't going to get the end of the day. I was like, oh God, this is it. I've not won it this time, but what a relief.
Obviously today's the results day, so we're just going away around speaking to everyone. So obviously you'll want to know how it went on. So you've been here before, spoke to you before. Previously, you weren't selected as a winner. This time it'll be different.
Okay.
But good news for you this time.
Perfect.
I'd like to say you have been selected as a round 17 winner.
That's brilliant. Thanks, Stephen. That's great news.
Yeah, so we're really pleased for you. So that was great. So well done. So how does that?
Thanks. Yeah, that's good. I was worried about setting a record as a losing finalist. So,
So as you know, it was a really tough competition. You know, 305 entries to start off with, 19 finalists, and what I can tell you is that the judges ended up with 14 winners at the end of the day. And I'm delighted to say you're one of the winners. Oh my God, Aaron, you should have seen your face. Watching the blood drain away.
Oh, thank you, Evelyn.
Oh, Lara, don't cry. Oh, congratulations, I'm so happy for you.
Thank you so much. Oh, Evelyn, we're so glad.
It's great to capture those moments, and it's always nice when we see some tears of joy. So I'm now going to hand over to Stephen for our next 3 winners.
Thanks, Evelyn. We mentioned at the outset that sustainability is a strong focus for a number of our winners, and this next business a bit epitomises this with their game-changing technology that aims to produce drinking water from almost any source. Utilising waste heat or solar thermal energy, they are aiming to transform wastewater treatment and desalination, and in turn save energy, reduce carbon emissions and bring affordable water to industries and those who need it most. We're now going to go live to Ali of Waterwell to reveal his award. Hi Ali, how are you? Ali, can you unmute your mic? I think we've got you unmute.
Sorry about that, Stephen.
That's okay. That's okay.
Thanks very much. Yeah,
Ali, I know I could see your lips moving there, but again, we'll just go back. How are you feeling? How are you?
Yeah, feeling a bit nervous. You're obviously taking as long as you can to tell us, but there we go.
Yeah, and obviously when we spoke 2 weeks ago, I think we had a conversation, and obviously we told you at that point you were one of our winners. I think if you remember back at that point, you asked us about the Higgs Edge Award at that point, and I said to you, we'll be announcing that in 2 weeks' time. And I think that was the words I said to you. It's now 2 weeks' time.
I'm trying not to lean forward, Stephen.
That's okay. So it is 2 weeks' time, and we're now going to announce the Higgs Edge winner for round 17. And Ali, I'm delighted to announce that Waterwhelm are the Higgs Edge winner for this round, and you've been awarded £100,000. How does that sound?
That sounds fantastic. Thank you so much, guys. I am so grateful. I would shed some tears, but I think that would be embarrassing, and my colleagues will take the mickey out of me tomorrow. But that is fantastic news, and thanks to yourselves and the team at Edge and all the funders. I really appreciate you supporting the ecosystem in Scotland, and I hope that we won't let you down.
No, well done, Al. We're delighted to be able to support you in your journey, and we know the business you're sort of developing will make a huge difference. So well done, and delighted to be announcing you as our Higgs Edge winner. So well done, and looking forward to supporting you on your journey.
Thank you so much, and all the best.
Thanks, Ali. Good to catch up with you.
The other businesses.
Thank you. Bye now. Thank you.
Bye.
Great there to support Ali and Waterwhelm with the Higgs Edge Award. Moving on, as part of Scottish Edge, we have a specific social enterprise category supported by the People's Postcode Innovation Trust. So our next two awards in this section are for the two selected Social Enterprise Edge winners. First up, we're delighted to award someone who's been through the Scottish Edge process a few times and showed great determination and resilience to continue to grow as a person and also as a business offering. Tony O'Neill of Animalia Apparel has created a range of fightwear and uses the profits from this to do amazing things in the local community. I'm delighted to be able to award Tony an award of £25,000, plus for round 17, the accolade of Creative Edge winners for this round. So massive congratulations, Tony, well done. Next up, we have a brilliant social enterprise who use their expertise in the food and hospitality sector to do good, and has just recently surpassed the mark of providing 1 million free meals to communities across Glasgow, which is just truly amazing. Well-Fed Scotland CIC has the ambition to be one of Scotland's top social enterprises and is well on their way to achieving that ambition. It gives me huge pleasure to award Chris Gray of Well-Fed Scotland our top Social Enterprise Edge Award for round 17, which brings a funding prize of £60,000. So well done, Chris, and well done to both Tony and Chris. And usually at this point, we'd say, let's see the moment when the guys found out they had won. However, on this occasion, let's see the moment when I think they get told the good news they were winners on this Social Enterprise Edge Award.
Yeah, well, we were happy with it. It was a really good morning. I have to say, all six of the businesses were great. We had a really strong judging panel. I think you'll agree it was really good questions. There's Layla popped in to say hello. And but we've got the two of you in the call because Stephen's got a little announcement to make. I don't know if he's got a chance. If he'll get a chance to do that with Layla there.
Guys, just to let you know, obviously we had the final today, it went really well. Everyone presented really well, but we had two standouts at the final, which was yourselves. I'm delighted to say both of you have been announced as Scottish Edge winners for this round of the Social Enterprise category, so well done.
Well done, guys.
Wow.
That's great.
Yeah, well done, Chris.
Yeah, same to yourself, Tony. Yeah, fantastic.
So yeah, how do you feel?
I'm going to phone my mum. Thank you very much.
It's fabulous. You know, it feels so good to be recognised. It's a lot of work goes into like making the business operate and doing all this. So it's amazing for other people to actually appreciate the work that goes into that. So no, delighted.
The saying used to be, in live TV, don't work with animals or children. But I think they should change that after that too. In Zoom meetings, make sure you don't have any children in the vicinity. And just for anyone, I didn't go and lock my child up after that, so she is safe after that. So just to say well done to all the winners in that section, and we'll be announcing more Scottish Edge winners soon.
Moving on, we're now going to hear from Jen Tippen, Chief Transformation Officer of the Natwest Group. Jen is responsible for executing the bank's strategy to create the very best customer experience, as well as managing the group's investment portfolio and efficiency. The Natwest Group, including Royal Bank of Scotland, have an ambition to be the UK's leading bank in terms of supporting climate change. And it's great that many of our winners being announced this evening support that environmental goal. The Royal Bank of Scotland have been pivotal to the success of Scottish Edge and play a huge part in supporting the whole early stage business community in Scotland. Here's Jen to tell us more about the great work being done both here in Scotland and across the UK as a whole.
Hello everyone. I'm delighted to be joining you all virtually this evening for the Scottish Edge final and to say a few words on behalf of the Royal Bank of Scotland on a night in which we recognise so many talented and innovative individuals and businesses. We've had the privilege of supporting Scottish Edge since their inception, and I'd firstly like to offer my congratulations to the Edge team on putting together a great virtual event. Round 17 of the competition is impressive, and with the highest volume of applicants seen in a 6-month timescale, which is encouraging and indicative of the appetite to start and grow businesses here in Scotland. Now more than ever, businesses need to be disruptive, innovative, nimble and agile. At the Royal Bank of Scotland, it is our purpose to champion potential, helping people, families and businesses to thrive. And tonight is a great example of how our partnership with Edge and supporting you helps bring our purpose to life. In line with our purpose, we're focusing on 3 core areas where we believe we can make a strong contribution. These are addressing the barriers to enterprise and business creation, skills building, particularly around financial confidence, and climate change and supporting the necessary transition to a low carbon economy. If our customers succeed, then so will we. We believe that when we work to benefit society, we will deliver long-term value and sustainable returns. At the centre of our approach is the belief that we have a reciprocal relationship with society and the communities where we operate, and that we can only deliver on our purpose-led strategy by continuing and deepening our relationships with all of our stakeholders. Our ambition is to be the biggest supporter of UK business and offer a wide range of services to those who either want to start a business or scale up. UK-wide, we support more than 1 million business customers. We are uniquely placed to understand their needs and take a purpose-led approach to helping them rebuild, thrive and realise their potential. In consultation with the British Chambers of Commerce, the Federation of Small Businesses and subject matter experts such as the Scale Up Institute, we recently conducted research with more than 1,000 businesses, and we also analysed more than 100 reports and support programmes globally to identify the productivity and sustainability challenges faced by SMEs and how to address them. Our subsequent A Springboard to Recovery report highlights that support for SMEs targeted towards 5 areas of focus could unlock £140 billion worth of additional growth by 2030, equivalent to creating more than 400,000 new SMEs or 3.2 million jobs in the UK. In response to the report's findings, we've announced a series of interventions focused on scaling up micro businesses, unlocking untapped potential outside London, and boosting skills and technology adoption, including, for example, a funding commitment of £6 billion to support SMEs to scale and grow, with £4 billion of that allocated outside of London, and also relaunching our market-leading enterprise proposition, including 30 local enterprise managers and 20 entrepreneur acceleration managers to give businesses the support they need when they need it, and a commitment to help 10,000 customers to get the best training or growth opportunity. We also announced an additional £1 billion of funding to help female-led businesses in the UK recover from the disruption caused by the coronavirus, and published the second progress report as part of the Rose Review of Female Entrepreneurships. One of the most striking conclusions to come out of the Rose Review, that was co-authored by our CEO, Alison Rose, in conjunction with the UK government, was that £250 billion worth of value could be added to the UK economy if women had the same access of support and access to finance as men. An additional £1 billion of funding, taking the total fund to £2 billion, is the largest intervention by a UK lender and focused specifically on female-led businesses. We're not stopping there. We've also announced our new targets to support more aspiring entrepreneurs, helping to create an additional 35,000 new businesses across the UK by the end of 2021, and supporting 200,000 people to consider enterprise as a career option. Much of this support will be focused on the people and communities who have traditionally faced the highest barriers to entry, with at least 60% being female-led and at least 20% being Black, Asian or minority ethnic-led businesses. We're also setting a bold new ambition to be a leading bank in the UK and Ireland, helping to address the climate challenge. We are setting ourselves the challenge to at least halve the climate impact of our financing activity by 2030, and intend to do what is necessary to also achieve alignment with the 2015 Paris Agreement. The Royal Bank of Scotland is a principal partner at COP26 in Glasgow, and we recognise the importance of the climate change challenge and supporting businesses who operate in this space. That is why in October last year, we launched our brand new Climate Accelerator programme. This is a bespoke programme offering tailored support for those who have businesses with a positive climate or environmental impact. Our target was that 25% of all businesses in our Accelerator programme should be climate focused. We've now onboarded 119 new businesses, taking us to around 280 in total, far surpassing that target. It's also very encouraging to see that 35% of the businesses that made to the live pitching stage for Edge also had a sustainability focus. As the largest supporter of UK business, we already offer a wide range of support to those who want to start a new business. In Scotland, we've got 2 fully funded accelerator hubs offering coaching, workshops and events, as well as a community of like-minded entrepreneurs. In addition, we recently launched a free digital platform for those starting out, growing or pivoting their businesses called Business Builder, which offers access to digital learning, workshops, wraparound events, and of course also an online community. Across our accelerator hubs, I'm really proud that we're championing that potential. Another reason I'm delighted and encouraged by tonight's final is not only did round 17 have more applications than any round in a 6-month timescale, nearly 60% of the applicants have a female playing a leading role in the business. Royal Bank of Scotland is here to support you and champion your potential, whatever stage you are at, be that through Business Builder or accelerator programmes or your personal and business banking. So please do reach out via Edge for our teams to support. The Royal Bank is committed to championing Scotland's entrepreneurs by removing the barriers to success. Investing in enterprise can not only have a dramatic impact on your future, but also the future of Scotland. In closing, I'd like to congratulate again every entrepreneur who was brave enough to preach. We really appreciate what you've achieved by getting this far, whether as a finalist or indeed as a winner. It's really an incredible achievement and you should all be extremely proud. Good luck to you all.
Thank you to Jen and thank you to the whole Royal Bank of Scotland and Natwest Group for the fantastic support over the past 8 years of the Scottish Edge competition.
It's been a few minutes now since we've handed out any awards, so let's give away some of that prize money, this time in the Young Age category. The Young Age category is for entrepreneurial leaders aged 18 to 30 and offers grant prizes of £10,000 with a top prize of £15,000. The top prize award is sponsored by our fantastic legal partners at Harper McLeod, and our 7 Young Age winners for round 17 are waiting in anticipation to find out who has won that top prize award. The Young Age final was such an interesting day, and you'll get a sense of why as Evelyn takes us through the diverse list of winners.
Thanks, Stephen. Our first winner in the Young Age category is a business who are growing rapidly with their offering that connects independent businesses with a team of creative, paid local students who help them grow using social media content. Well done to Jack Allen of the Today Agency, who's won a Young Age award of £10,000. Next up is a business from the Highlands and Islands region. This winner is developing kombucha and really endeared herself to the Young Edge panel with her low waste focus and how she was using her own initiative to turn waste refrigerators into custom built kegerators. I'm absolutely delighted to award Hannah Taylor of Gut Feelings a Young Age award of £10,000. Organising a group card and collection for a gift is often a real pain for people, but thanks to our next winner's online platform, this is now made easy. Thankbox offers an easy to use combined card and a collection service, and actually I can testify to it because we've recently used it on 3 occasions at Scottish Edge. It's very simple and effective, and a huge well done to Valentin of 17C's trading as Thankbox, who's also won £10,000. Congratulations. Plant-based food is continuing to grow as a business offering as people strive for a more sustainable and animal-friendly diet. Our next winner is benefiting from this growing trend with their plant-based takeaway and home delivery service. Congratulations to Hugh Cairns of Trusty Bucks, who also wins a Young Edge award of £10,000. Unfortunately, this next winning business has been needed more than ever following the challenging year that we've all had. Finding a counsellor online isn't easy, but it's now going to be made easier with the Talk and Grow platform. Well done to Iona Mackenzie of Talk and Grow, who's won a Young Edge award of £10,000. So only 2 winners left, and we've still to announce the top winner in the category. Did you know there are around 135 different types of trains? That was a fact we certainly didn't know at Scottish Edge, but something we learned during the Young Edge final when this next winner shared an interesting train fact with us. This Young Edge winner has developed Traction Hub, which provides greater traction control for trains on the railways. No more leaves on the line. Well done to the team at Lens Labs, who've been awarded £10,000 Young Edge award. That's 6 winners down with only 1 more to go. But before we get to our final winner, let's see the moment that the Young Edge winners found out that they had won an award.
So, as you say, it was a great final. As you know, we started off with 86 applicants. I think we let you all know that were eligible for Young Age in this round of Scottish Edge. And to get it to the top 11 was great. So that was a great achievement. The judges were blown away. I think on the day they were so impressed by everyone. It was a really high standard. We spent a long time speaking with them afterwards. It was a tough decision-making process. And as I say, the feedback we got with the judges was just unbelievable. They were really, really impressed. But I think I'm going to hand back over to Evelyn and give her the honour of giving you some good news.
So the reason we specifically asked you to come on the Zoom today is so that we could let you know that you've won. So congratulations. You are round 17 Young Edge winner. So Delighted. As Stephen said, it was such a great day. I mean, I have to say that. Some absolutely brilliant reactions there from the winners, and well done again. But we're not quite finished yet with the young age category. We've still got the final award to announce. So this winner ticked so many boxes for the young age judges in terms of both social and environmental impact. They have developed environmentally friendly, reusable sanitary pads, but also use some of their profits to help reduce global period poverty. I'm delighted to announce that Dream Pads, trading as Lily Pads, are the round 17 Harper McLeod top prize winner in the young age category, and they win a prize of £15,000 as well as a place in a semi-final in a future round of Scottish Edge of their choice. And here's a recap of the recent meeting between myself and Paula Skinner of Harper McLeod alongside Alison Wood of Lily Pads to tell her she'd won the top award.
So just delighted to say that you are the Harper McLeod Young Edge winner. So you win the top prize of the day of the £15,000. So congratulations. It was because you had such a brilliant pitch. You as an entrepreneur and your business is exactly the type of reason that we sponsor Young Edge.
Massive congratulations to Alison and all the Young Edge winners, who were really looking forward to supporting you all in achieving the next big milestones in the business journey. Also, thanks again to the brilliant team at Harper McLeod. It's great having you as an Edge partner, and you're just all a pleasure to work with. We're now going to stop for a short break, but for those of you who joined us last time for our virtual awards ceremony, you may remember that our website platform had a technical outage, and we ended up, our 10-minute break ended up being 40 minutes. So let's hope that doesn't happen this time round. And we'll see you back here in about 10 minutes sharp. Thanks everyone, and we'll see you soon.
Hello and welcome back to the Scottish Edge Round 17 Awards ceremony. So let's get straight back to the main purpose of tonight's event, as we've still got quite a bit of more money and a few awards to give out. So I'm going to hand you back to Stephen.
Thanks, Evelyn. First up, we've all seen the images of the devastating effect plastic and waste products are having on our planet, and in particular the marine wildlife. Our next winner is on a mission to do something about this. Using discarded rope and fishing net, he is turning this waste material into plant pots. The plant pots were recently awarded Top Sustainable Garden Product at the Chelsea Flower Show, and is now going to add to this accolade with a Scottish Edge award. Ali Mitchell of Chamber 3 trading as Ocean Plastic Pots applied to Scottish Edge to win an amount of £20,000. However, the panel were so impressed with the impact focus of the business that they've decided to double that amount and have awarded him a prize of £40,000. So well done, Ali, and what an inspiration you are to us with your products and your mission, so well done. Moving on, we have a business that gained plaudits from our judges at the final, both for their business success and also for the deliciousness of their product. Our judges and also our host on the day, Matthew Quinn, were sent some samples of their premium Scottish cured meats, which seemed to go down really well. Huge congratulations to Susie and Stephen Anderson of Edinburgh Charcuterie, trading as East Coast Cured, who have won a Scottish Edge Award of £60,000. Our next winner is another business where sustainability is at the forefront of their business values. Their innovative grey water recycling system utilises the water from baths and showers to then use this for flushing the toilet, and their system is now grabbing the attention of large house builders and water companies. It gives me huge pleasure to announce that Caroline and Peter of Cascade Water Products have won a Scottish Edge Award of £75,000. Well done. With staycations expected to become ever more popular, the next winner is well placed to benefit from this growing market. Situated directly on the North Coast 500, Ice and Fire Distillery will attract even more visitors to their traditional distillery and planned visitor centre. And the impact of this growth in terms of job creation in the local community in Caithness will be massive. I know there's also a really inspiring personal story behind why this business was started, and that makes this award even more special to be able to stand here and announce this as a winner. So Rookham's trading as Ice and Fire Distillery have been awarded a Scottish Edge Award of £70,000. So well done, Jacqueline. Let's now see a little montage capturing the moment those businesses we've just heard about when they were told the good news.
Good. Well, as you know, we did commit to contacting all our finalists today with a decision, and we were there till about 6 o'clock last night with the judges making our decisions. And Ali, I'm delighted to tell you that you have been selected as the winner for round 17 of Scottish Edge.
Oh, fantastic! Brilliant!
Congratulations! You did brilliantly well. I watched your pitch.
Thank you. I don't know, did we do well, Kevin? Did we do well?
Well, as you know, we did commit to coming out to all the finalists today with the final results from the judges, and the judges were deliberating until 6 o'clock last night. And in this instance, Susie, the judges were very impressed and are delighted to announce that you are a winner of round 17 at Scottish Edge.
Oh, Kevin, I don't have anybody here to hug him other than my cat. Thank you. Did go
Sorry?
yesterday. It did go okay yesterday then.
It did go okay. The judges were very impressed, really impressed with the traction you've made so far, really impressed with the opportunity you've got.
And we've told you no a few times.
Yeah.
This time it's different. This time it's not a no, it's a yes.
Oh my God! Knock me down with a feather.
So, it's a case of going through all the decisions and making sure we got the right decision in terms of the judge's perspective. So, how for you was all good. It was a positive result, and I'm really pleased to tell you you're one of our winners for.
Oh, you're joking. Do you know what? I watched the first one. You know the first guy, the guy with the bug bites?
Yeah.
And he was really good, and I thought, God, even I would give him money. And then I watched the next guy, and I just kind of slumped, and I thought, what am I doing here? I'm so far out of my depth.
Well, it just shows you weren't. So, some truly brilliant reactions there from our winners. That was great to see. We've also got one of our special category awards to announce in this section. So here goes. Did you know that owning a dog can be more harmful to the environment than having a 4x4 car? The environmental damage caused by meat-based dog food is damaging to our planet, and our next winner is on a mission to offer an alternative, more ethical dog food which is made from insect protein. The product has already captured the interest of celebrities Davina McCall and Peter Gabriel. So we're now going to go live to Ross Lamond of Bug Bakes for some thoughts and to announce his award.
Hello everyone, can you hear me?
Hi Ross.
Hi Ross.
Hi Ross, how are you doing?
I'm very good. This is cruel, this format. Just tell me.
Yeah, do you like this? So, obviously, you know you've won an award, and this is a moment where we're going to tell you how much. So, delighted to announce that Bug Bakes have won a Scottish Edge Award of £50,000. But that's not all. You've also won the much coveted and highly sought after title of STV Growth Edge Award winner for round 17, and that brings an additional 75,000 of in-kind advertising spend with STV. So Ross, how does it feel to be STV Growth Edge winner for round 17?
Feels amazing. Does that mean we're going back on TV?
So that's you. You can now think about having your advert on TV and start thinking about how that might look.
Thank you so much. This means now we can launch puppy food. So if anyone watching this has got a puppy that wants to be a taste tester, please get in touch. And yeah, we'd love to share our new puppy food that was funded by Edge with your puppy.
Delighted to be able to do that, Ross, and just be able to support you through this and be able to get the word out there of the great sort of product you've got. So that's great. And I know the team at STV are delighted to be working with you and really looking forward to supporting you and pulling that advert together. So that's great news. So Ross, well done and well done again. We're looking forward to just continue to support you through your journey. Well done.
Thank you so much. Cheers.
Thanks, Ian. Thank you. Enjoy. Thank you. So obviously Ross has won a STV award for this round, but in getting that award in the main Scottish Edge category, he's also made a bit of Scottish Edge history because along with his dad, who was a Scottish Edge winner back in round 13, they've now become the first father and son team to win Scottish Edge awards from different businesses. So that's great news for Ross. Well done.
Yes, fantastic. From an aspiring young entrepreneur, it's time to now hear from two entrepreneurial superstars. I know this is a part of the event that many of you have been waiting for, as it's time to hear part 2 of the conversation between Sir Tom Hunter and Matt Moulding of the Hut Group. For those who don't know, Matt Moulding is founder, CEO and executive chairman of the Hut Group. His entrepreneurial journey started with him selling CDs online, and now he runs a $1 billion+ turnover business which employs over 10,000 people. Part 1 was played 2 weeks ago at the pitching final, and it's time to sit back and enjoy part 2 of the conversation.
And how important in the early days was it to have someone to bounce things off? Or were you very much, no, this is the way we're doing it, come on?
I mean, look, who did we have to? I didn't really have a great deal. You know, in the very early days, David Moore was good. He's a friend of ours, you know, David. He put some money in back me on day one. So I could always say to him, what do you think? And he'd give me some honest feedback. But the reality is, in many ways, everyone's backing you. So if you spend all your time trying to tell me what to do to other people, you're the wrong person to run that business. And David said it to me really clear one day, which is, you know, no one can walk in your shoes, man. Which is a really, really sort of grand way of saying it's all on you. You decide. So you could take it 2 ways. Yeah, oh yeah, great. No one can walk in my shoes. The reality is, he's saying you decide on everything. We're just here backing you. Get on with it.
Yeah. The upside and the downside. It's interesting. So the business is getting going. You know, and every great entrepreneur I ever speak to, there are points where it can go one way or the other. What's the kind of points in your business where you think, and you only really see these things looking backwards, where's the kind of points that you think, wow, I've got to go this way, or I've got a chance of building something big?
I mean, it's a really hard question, that, Tom, because I actually think those points arrive on an almost quarterly basis. And it might sound crazy, but it just genuinely do. We've just come through some major experiences and we're just starting new ones. And so what you tend to do is, as you say, you look back on them over time and go, wow, that was important. What we're getting better at is knowing in the moment, this is important. So it feels really lively all the time. But even going back in the day when we moved our technology, we built our own technology, that's been pivotal, unquestionable. When we decided to move into beauty, you know, and raise some money to do that, you know, that was pivotal. We met you Tom, around there. And as well, before we did that, we were always skint, never had any money, you know, always on the edge of our pants, you know, begging, you know, borrowing whatever we possibly could from anyone and anywhere to stay alive. And we had a terrible business model where we'd lose money for 10 months a year and we'd make it in 2. So that, you know, you were so hungry for 10 months of the year. You come into Q4, you know, totally starved of any cash. But so changing the model into Q2, which is an all year round business model, was just amazing. Nutrition, you know, the move into nutrition and the healthier lifestyles and the rest of it, that was a pivotal moment as well. You know, and then even the people you meet along the way, Tom, you know, so sometimes it's events in your business, but just as important, if not more important, is the people who touch on your life during the course and embracing them. And then you returning that behavior back to other people, you know, in a similar way. And that's how the cycle of life works, I believe. And so various people I've met, you know, from David Moore back in the day when he was my recruitment guy who put me into Cordwell, you know, and then he ends up back in my business and he's made fortunes and he's still in our lives today. You know, meeting you, Tom, right? You know that the Entrepreneur of the Year award in 2008, December 2008, was everything to us back then. Absolutely pivotal. And everything that spun out of that has been pivotal to our business. You know?
Well, I remember coming along there, it was a competition for UK entrepreneurs trying to find the best in Britain. And it was right in the middle of the financial crisis and I was having a shit time. Oh my goodness. I could only stop losing money when the markets closed. And I remember saying to Peter Cummings, head of the bank at the time, look, I can't come and sit on the stage and judge this. I'm doing terrible. And he said, look, you've got to turn up. It was just, there was something about the two of you together, which I just knew that, well, I thought I knew there was something, that glint in your eye that you were going to work this out. And you were learning so much along the way and pivoting. And it's something that we try and coach people is that, you know, the entrepreneurs we want to back are the entrepreneurs who say, yeah, I told you yesterday that we were going right, but the data's changed, the facts have changed, and we're now going left, so don't worry about it. Especially in tech businesses, because it's so fast moving, and you've got to be confident to tell your backers, yeah, I told you that, but I'm telling you something different now. And we loved that when we met you. And I was supposed to mentor you, Matt, but it's absolutely sure I've learned a lot more from you than you've ever learned from me, that's for sure.
Oh, about that, Tom. But I think it's a really good point, that, Tom. If you were to think about probably the greatest businessman to walk the planet yet, in Jeff Bezos, right? He has to be the greatest person in business to have walked the planet yet. He started off as an online book retailer, right? And he's now an absolute tech titan with the biggest advertising business in the world, with the biggest hosting business in the world. He's got, I mean, I'd be surprised if he can even buy a book off Amazon these days. I don't know anyone who does buy a book off them. So 5 years ago.
I still buy books, Matt. I still buy books.
But you know what I mean? 5 years ago, Kindle was everything on there. I don't know anyone who buys a Kindle anymore, and they're onto something else and something else. So this idea that you set off on a journey in your business and that's it, I think that's very rare, very, very rare.
And anybody who's listening, you should download Jeff Bezos' latest shareholder letter. I sent it to you. I sent it to everybody I know. And it's just the best business letter I have ever read, and everybody's got to read it. So you're beginning to think about scaling up, and digital is a great business model in order to scale up. How about your team? How are you attracting and retaining talent, Matt? What have you learned from your past encounters about dealing with people? How are you putting this team together?
One of the things is, you know, I'm really clear that you've got to change your management team from time to time. So it's great if you can take the same people with you for 20 years, 17 years or whatever. But again, that's just never happening. right? I'm probably on my 6th senior management team in 17 years in some form. And there's been times when I've cleaned the entire management team out in 1, 3, 4 month period. And I don't think you can grow at pace. Personally, I don't think I can without doing that at times. And that's one of the biggest lessons I've had in it is, look, it's never, the business comes first. Not everyone can grow with the business at the rate you want. When I make a change, I promote from within. So I don't bring some outsiders in to rock the boat and just, swap the huge management swap outs. Normally, it's someone else's chance to have a go. And then we back that up by giving equity away, Tom, of really large proportions. So not just senior people who, we share it around, and as a result of that, you end up with quite an ecosystem, quite a buzz. It just works.
So talk to me about culture in the business, because as businesses grow, I've got this thing that the bigger you get, the dumber you get, because you get layers of people and decisions get taken further away from the customer. How do you keep that entrepreneurial flair in the business as it gets to 10,000 people now, 3,000 of them recruited through the pandemic?
Yeah, it's definitely doable, Tom. And I come back to some of the biggest companies in the world that are founder-led. They don't lose their edge. They don't. And I think what's great is the more founders you can keep at the helm of a business, the more likely they are to pivot and twist and turn and try and keep growing. The issue, I think that's such an important point. Versus if you're brought in to run a business, it's a different thing, right? You're brought in to manage a situation, to take it in a measured and calm way. Whereas if it's your baby, you want it to shoot for the stars. So I think the very first thing is founder-led businesses, tend to stay more entrepreneurial. You've only got to look at the big US guys to see the things they've done. In our business as well, there's just lots of things that we do. We share the wealth between lots of people. That creates a buzz and an excitement. My senior team have all been homegrown. So we try to avoid bringing in a big hire that sits at the top. We still bring in big hires, but they've got to come in beneath and they work their way up, from a certain level, and they get ingrained. And that's a big danger of derailing things. And so bringing talent through and doing things that way, and also doing exciting things, right? If how you behave, if you keep it alive and you keep changing things in different directions, the whole business stays fleet-footed. I believe it, and we do that, right? I know now that the management team barely know what I'm up to right now, and if I come to them later this week with some news or whatever, they'll be like, "This is mad," but it then brings an energy. So it's just the way it is.
Yeah, no, definitely, it's a real trait, and actually, West Coast Capital, we are all about the founder, because that's exactly what we're looking for, is people who keep the entrepreneurial spirit and don't go and make it dumber and dumb it down as we go, especially in tech digital businesses now where it's so fast moving. So you're going along, you've built a very successful business, you're pretty much under the radar, and then you decide to float. Just talk me through the kind of, what are you thinking?
The honest answer there, Tom, was we were coming into the pandemic, or we're in the pandemic, and sat there going, the world's going to change from this. And, things should accelerate in our favour. So I'd spent year after year, generating my own cash, borrowing money. Most of the investors that came on board were buying secondary shares. And I was just sat there thinking, if I can access capital now and deploy it at scale, I can bridge the gap between a UK business and the US guys. And so I wrestled with it for a couple of days, not much longer than a couple of days, if I'm honest, and just thought, I'm doing it. And I remember making the phone call to my M&A guy and said, by the way, we're doing it, and we're doing it now. And, I don't want to mess around. And we did it in unbelievable timescale. But the access to capital at a time when the world was changing, I have this kind of view that when there's chaos running around, you should try your best to claim the centre ground, because most people are undecided if they want it or not. So you can take it the easiest. And so I just thought, you know what? No one's going to be listing a business in this environment. But the opportunities to deploy capital should be immense. So let's just go and do it. And that was the primary sort of logic, really.
Yeah, a Warren Buffett quote comes to mind, because he says, be greedy when others are fearful, and be fearful when others are greedy.
Yeah.
And you just saw the whole thing changing, and you thought, we've got to make the most of this. And, as I said in the beginning, the flotation allowed more millionaires on your payroll than any other company in the history of the London Stock Exchange. Is that something that's a source of pride for you?
Oh, yeah. I love it, Tom. And I just love the fact that I touch on various people in the business who I know when I walk past them in the corridor or I see them grabbing a coffee. I know that their lives have been changed in some form. Not everyone's had the huge numbers, but drivers or whatever, it can be varying people. They've been and bought houses and things with the cash. And then at the big scale, I get people texting me saying, one of your directors is buying a house for X, and that X is like 3 times the cost of my own house. And I sit there, and it does. I think it makes it feel like we're doing this together, and it does. I like it.
And you made a huge announcement over the past few days about the commitment to charity. I mean, what was your thought process there? Because it used to be that people took a lot of time to build a business and make money, and then when they retired, they gave it away. I mean, but you've just cut the timeline as you do in everything, and just did it all at once.
Well, look, I mean, I'm hoping I'm going to do a lot of it, Tom. Right? The benefit I have is, I think if you start with a lot of money, then it must be harder to give it away. I didn't have anything. I've never had anything, so I'm not missing anything, right? And so I didn't have anything. Now on paper, I've got like a lot, and so to be able to take some of that and then do these huge things with it, whilst my kids are young, they can see it. My wife can get involved, and people around me, my team can see what we do, and the rest of it. It's purely selfish because I get to see it. I get to be involved in it. Not that I want to be involved in it, but it's nice to see it. And so why not just do it now? I can't. I'm not. If you're going to give it away, I might as well give it away now. And then if you enjoy it and you get the right things from it, you got the opportunity hopefully to do it time and time again. But I didn't have it to start with, so it doesn't matter, does it? The other way of looking at it.
So Matt, you've been generous with your time as ever, and thank you very much. I know how much you've got on your plate. But for everybody who's tuning in today and who's maybe thinking of starting or thinking of scaling up their business, Jeff Bezos calls it day one. Every day is day one. You keep that passion in your business. So have you any tips, any things that you've learned along the way that we can share with the folks on the call today, who hopefully they can go and emulate yourself?
What you should start with is, what's fair, but really who do I want with me? Who do I want for the journey? Because I see it all the time. So many other businesses around me that have gone bust chasing the ace on valuation, and it terrifies me. And so the people you're doing it with matter to me way more than today's price, and then everything else will take care of itself.
Yeah, well, as usual, Matt, you've been very generous with your time. So on behalf of Scottish Edge and Scale Up Scotland and all entrepreneurs who will hopefully listen to this and be inspired to go and do it, good on you. And we look forward to the next stage of the journey. And for those of you who don't know THG, get on the websites and buy something. So Matt, thanks very much. We'll see you soon, and good luck.
Cheers, Tom. You take care.
Amazing insight there into Matt's entrepreneurial journey, and also the fact that his staff were at the forefront of his thinking when the Hut Group was being rewarded for its success. So thank you again to Sir Tom and Matt. And just to let you know, we'll be sharing all of that conversation on our social media channels over the next few weeks for those of you that missed it or missed part one. It's now time for the final awards of the night, and time to take that prize money amount for the evening beyond the £1 million. Now, many of you will remember as a kid watching Play School and looking through the round or the square window. However, the modern updated version of Play School would be looking through the eco-friendly, cost-effective and heat-saving window. And luckily for Play School, our next winner has the solution to that. Gecko Glazing have developed an easy-to-fit, unique secondary glazing pane which cuts window heat loss by half, but remarkably costs 90% less than traditional double glazing. Congratulations to Gareth of Gecko Glazing, who secured a Scottish Edge Award of £50,000. Well done, Gareth, and I'll be getting you round to look at my windows very soon. Next up is a vegan fashion retailer who've both sustainability and style at the heart of their business vision. They also have the best strapline of any applicant in this round, which is a killer wardrobe without killing the planet. I'm delighted to award Kat Anderson and Harris Grant of Treen a Scottish Edge Award of £60,000. Our next winner is a tech business who's making huge strides in supporting the tourism sector within Scotland. Already being utilised by North Coast 500 and Scotland Starts Here, they're now looking to take their tourism and cultural data management system to the US market. Huge well done goes to Ian McNeil and the team at Whereverlay, who've won £35,000 from Scottish Edge. Let's now see the moment when those last three businesses heard the announcement that they were winners. Anyway, I wanted to put you out of your misery sooner rather than later. I suspect you've been waiting all day to hear. So we had a really long debate last night. I think it was about 6:20 before the judges logged off. Yeah. And I'm delighted to say you're one of the winners. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Like you didn't think you were, Gareth.
No, I don't. I think you look at the every stage, and I've seen the other candidates, and I would say now I feel very much for those that didn't make the cut, have made it this far.
I think what's so nice about this, and people do get a wee bit emotional, is that you put a huge amount of work into this. You've put a huge amount of work into your business, and I think for people in a public forum to say, well done, and we think you're on the right track and we're prepared to put money behind you to help you, it's a nice message to get. And
well, as you know, we did commit to contacting all the finalists with the result today, and I wanted to let you guys know that we are delighted to announce that Scottish Edge Assessors would like you guys to be a winner in round 17. Fantastic, congratulations.
Oh my gosh, thank you.
Well done, well done.
Thank you so much.
Yep. So
I think it's our third time. I think we did better this time than the first two times. So you can only hope to improve. So yeah, I don't know, what did you think, Ken? Was it okay?
Good. Yeah. Well, I thought you acquitted yourself really well, but it doesn't really matter what I think. I'm delighted to tell you that the judges have awarded you a Scottish Edge Award.
No way! I was kind of prepping myself for the possibly the alternative outcome. Oh, that's fantastic, Ken. That's amazing news. I was going to say, like, even if we got the worst outcome, I thought it really opened our eyes up because we hadn't really thought about, outside of Scotland, we're doing quite well.
Three, two, one.
We now have only 2 more awards to announce this evening. Our next winner impressed our final judging panel, both with their extensive customer interest alongside the huge environmental benefits of the product. If you can imagine large-scale Lego blocks which are made from 100% recycled plastic, then you've got a fair idea of what Quick Block is about. They've already got significant interest from the MOD and Network Rail and are another business that puts sustainability at the core of what they do. So let's now go to Andrew Vincent of Quick Block live for a chat and to announce his award.
Hi everyone.
Good evening, Andrew.
Evening,
How are
both.
you?
How are you?
We're
Nervous?
good, thanks. Yeah. So, Andrew, huge congratulations on becoming a Scottish Edge winner. Can you tell us how that made you feel?
Oh, just absolutely delighted. As you know, I've been in the final before, so when Evelyn called me and let me know that we'd won, it's a huge personal achievement, but a massive thing for our business. So we're delighted and just delighted to be here. Very grateful.
Well, Andrew, I know you'll be excited to know exactly how much you've won. So I'm very pleased to tell you that Quick Block has won a Scottish Edge prize of £80,000. But also, you've been granted the title of Circular Economy Edge winner for round 17. So congratulations.
Excellent. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah, can you give us a sense of what that means to you? Because I remember when we had our conversation, you were kind of asking about the Circular Economy Edge. There was a little bit of hinting going on.
Well, you know me, Evelyn. Absolutely delighted. We've got a product that we think can make a huge difference to consumers, but also to the environment. So this is having that badge of circular economy Edge winner is excellent, and hopefully that will lead to some other opportunities. And obviously, £80,000 is a massive sum of money, and it's going to help us in our ambition, but also to help create a bigger impact with the business as well environmentally. So thanks to everyone, and thanks to all the team at Quick Block who have helped us get here. Excellent, thank you.
That's great. Congratulations again, Andrew. It was great to see you this evening. So the Circular Economy Award is sponsored by the fantastic team at Zero Waste Scotland. And in addition to funding the award, the team at Quick Block will also get additional support from Zero Waste Scotland and their business journey. So 28 awards down and only 1 left to go. And there's no better way to round off this evening's awards than talking about bull semen. Yep, you got me right. You heard me right. So our final winning business of the night have developed highly innovative portable equipment which provides reliable measurements of semen quality. Their initial focus is on livestock, but the team have plans to expand this into human fertility in the future. So I'm now going to speak to Tiffany Wood and Vincent Martinez of Dynaval to announce their award.
Hello there.
Hello. Good evening.
Hi there.
How are you both?
We're very well. This is very exciting.
I can imagine that, actually. You've actually had 2 weeks of agony to wait to find out your award amount, and you've also been left to the final award of the night, so apologies for the wait, but hopefully it's been worth the wait when you're told that Dynaval have been selected as the iBio-IC Industrial Biotechnology Edge winner for round 17 and have won an award of £100,000. So massive congratulations to you both. And what difference will that make to the business going forward?
Oh, it will be a huge difference. It will really help us get our product ready much sooner than anticipated. It'll be brilliant. And I should also thank everyone who has helped us as well. They say it takes a village to bring up a business, and we really feel like all this support within the community and our advisors has been really helpful.
That's fantastic. Vincent, what about you? How are you feeling? But you look a bit dazed.
This is a fantastic news, and yeah, I'm speechless. And thank you very much. I'd like to actually thank you to Tiffany for the great work she has done so far. Thank you, Tiffany.
Great. Well, so we're both looking forward. The whole team is looking forward to working with you as you go forward in your business journey. So thank you again, and congratulations again.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
So also a huge thanks to the team at iBioIC for their fantastic support. And it's great that one of our biotech companies has been selected as a £100,000 prize winner. So back to you, Stephen.
Thanks, Evelyn. So what a brilliant way to round off the award announcements for round 17. And well done again to all of our winners, and we're looking forward to supporting you. Congratulations also to you, Evelyn. It's because of your success at the very outset and Who Wants to Give Away £1 Million that we've been able to stand here tonight and hand out total prize funding of £1,175,000, which is just truly amazing. We've showcased and awarded 29 exciting early stage Scottish businesses this evening, and I speak on behalf of the Edge team, our board, our partners, to say that we're extremely proud to be playing a small part in helping all of you take the next step in your quest to become a business success story for Scotland. This round started off with record-breaking numbers of applications, with businesses coming from all corners of Scotland, and it's been an absolute joy seeing the wide variety of exciting businesses we're producing here in Scotland. We've really seen sustainability and environmental impact come to the fore in this round. And it's so encouraging that many early stage businesses have values that revolve around doing good for the planet. As you know, Scottish Edge have a really small team, and we can only do this with a little or maybe a lot of help from some friends. So to finish off tonight's event, I'm going to hand over to Evelyn just to say some final thank yous. Over to you, Evelyn.
Thanks, Stephen. So my first thank you of the night goes to the amazing team here at Metro Production Group who've enabled us to bring you live from their studio both our pitching day final and tonight's award ceremony. So a big thank you to Ali, Maya and the team at Metro. We've really enjoyed working with you. On the theme of our pitching day final, I'd also like to mention the outstanding job done by Matthew Quinn to keep everyone hugely entertained and on track throughout the day. So thank you so much, Matthew. We really enjoy working with you. You bring so much humour but also professionalism to the process. Next up is our judges, and a massive thanks to the 66 people who gave up so much time to offer their expertise and knowledge to help us identify the 29 winners we've celebrated here tonight. We really couldn't deliver this competition without the support of the business community in Scotland. And a big thank you goes to our 5 finals day judges who spent 10 hours in total, both on Zoom during the day, deliberating even over lunch, and then well into the evening trying to help us decide who should receive the coveted Scottish Edge Awards. I'd also like to take a minute to say thank you to a few long-standing judges who come back time and again to support us. Firstly, Donnie Munro of Harper McLeod, who's now judged Young Edge for us on 6 different occasions. We also love to have Gary McEwen of Elevator, who's judged in 11 of the 17 rounds of Edge, and it always brings so much positivity, which brings out the very best in our pitching businesses. And last, but certainly not least, I'd like to say a big thank you to my friend, Margaret Gibson, OBE. Margaret has now brought her business experience to 16 of the 17 rounds of Scottish Edge, and I know that the team and I can't imagine actually running a competition now without her help and support. So thank you, Margaret. We've also got some amazing partner organisations that support us in our competition, and we say a huge thank you to all of our Scottish Edge partners. Each and every one of you play a huge part in making the Scottish Edge competition the success that it is. We've been able to offer, as you've heard, some special category awards this evening, and that's down to the support and backing we receive from Zero Waste Scotland, STV, People's Postcode Lottery and iBioIC. But being able to stand here tonight and hand out over £1 million in prize money is a fantastic feeling, but it's only achievable through the wonderful partners that we have and have had for many years. The Royal Bank of Scotland, the Hunter Foundation, Scottish Government and Scottish Enterprise. Your support has given hope to 29 brilliant businesses tonight, and we, Edge, are extremely proud to call you our key partners. We've also had some inspirational talks tonight. Thanks go to Jen Tippen of the Natwest Group, Linda Hanna of Scottish Enterprise, and of course Matt Moulding, who's enlightened us over both the pitching day final and at this evening's award ceremony, and was happy to share his story with us. I'd also like to show my appreciation for the brilliant advisory board members, and a special thank you to our main board members, Gordon Merrilees, Ewan Hunter and David Shearer, for continually striving to make Scottish Edge better for Scotland's up-and-coming entrepreneurial talent. I'd also like to thank all of the winners and all of the round 17 applicants who, despite all that's going on in the world at the moment, have shown a determination to succeed and to make a positive difference. And for that, I take my hat off to you. Finally, to the wonderful Scottish Edge team, it's difficult for me to express in words just how amazing you all are. We have Richard, our finance manager, or as we're now calling him, Mr. 5-Year Cash Flow. He's super efficient and makes what is quite a complex financial process run extremely seamlessly. So thank you, Richard. I appreciate you every minute of the day. Ken, our Chief Learning Officer, is like Yoda, full of wisdom and the perfect mentor and support for any up-and-coming business who's on the path to success. Every team needs their own Mary Berry, and we've got one in Kev, our Trusted Relationship Manager. He's knowledgeable, experienced, can tell people in a nice and supportive way when they're maybe not quite on the right track, and also makes the most amazing cakes. Then there's our Marketing and Communications Manager, Jack, our super talented Marketing and Communications Manager. He's famous for sending trophies into space, rescuing sheep and turning his hand to any job that we give him in the creative field. He also recently celebrated a big birthday last weekend, but I'm sure you won't be able to guess which one. He's started to be named Benjamin Button. We've also had an intern working with us over the last few weeks, Charlotte Kirkham, who I've been working with for actually the last year. We've been meeting up. And, you know, in the world that we live in, this is the first time I've actually been able to meet Charlotte and see how tall she is. So it's been a pleasure to work with you, Charlotte, and to have you on board to help us deliver this round of Scottish Edge and cope with all the chat on social media, which during the breaks I had a look at, and it was wonderful to see. So last but definitely not least is my colleague, Stephen. As many of you know, Scottish Edge started just with Stephen and I, and it's lovely for us to have seen the team and the competition grow. I've started putting it about, and I think now people are quoting me that Stephen is the most organised man in Scotland, and he is. He's also incredibly kind and supportive to all of our winners. And the nice thing for me, Stephen, was on many of my calls, people commented on how helpful you were to them, which is lovely to see. Stephen, as you can see, is also very stylish, although the team haven't allowed him to forget the day he came into the office recently wearing an all-white parka. I think I'll get Jack to tweet the photo of that quite soon. So that wraps up a truly awesome night, and like me, I'm sure you're all bursting with pride at being part of Scottish Edge Round 17. We can't wait to start supporting our Round 17 winners and also to launch the next round of the competition, Round 18, in mid-July. So thank you to all of you for tuning in tonight, and we hope you've enjoyed the show, and I'd just like to say good night from Scottish Edge. Good night.